Hello everyone, my name is Yuri from Mouse, and we are back with another track guide. And as some of you, especially esports guys, might already see, this is turn 1 Hockenheim. Very, very tricky corner, especially in qualifying, because we need to be very precise, and the smallest mistake will make us either go on the curb, lose a lot of time, or even worse, invalidate the lap immediately with an off-track on the outside here. Track is quite tricky. Also after you survive turn 1, so let's get into the lap guide. So here we are, last sector of Hockenheim. In the Audi, full tank, because the Audi is good in the dry, but also if it's wet, there's a small chance of rain this week. For turn 1, we want to avoid the curb on the inside and avoid the off-track on the exit. Turn 2 runs a brake just before the 100. And focus on a good exit. With the long run on the back straight. The biggest overtaking opportunity on the road, on the track. You brake just after the curb. Then we come to Mercedes Arena. With the car all the way to the right side, brake just before the entry road. Open up the next right-hander. Small lift here and then immediately back flat. Small brake on the right side. Want to use the curb. Brake just before the tarmac changes colors here. Open up the last corner as much as we can, while being careful on the brakes. And then use the inside curb. Flat out. And that's the lap around Hockenheim. Alright, so let's have a better look from the outside cam on a couple of these lines that we're taking. Turn 1, we just want to make sure that our left side tires are on the curb to make sure we have the best entry as we can. And then we aim for right at the edge of the red anti-cut curb on the right side there. So it's small tap on the brake on the left side here, and come off the curb. And then we aim to be as close to this red curb as we can without hitting it. And then back on the power. And then on the exit here, quite tricky to know exactly where the off-track is. What I like to do is the right side tires not pass this line on the curb here, and then I should be fine. Turn 2, you're looking at the left side. You can look at the 100, or what I do is I look at this entry road on the left side here, and I brake just before that, so just before I hit this entry road. Try to set up for a good exit here, so get most of the car rotated by the time we get to the apex point here, so that when we're at the apex, we can build up throttle nice and early. Easy flat on the kink here. And then we have the back straight. It's almost straight. Best overtaking opportunity of the track coming up into the hairpin here. And for the hairpin, I like to brake just after the curb starts, just before the green on the left side here. And then, of course, we brake in a straight line. Don't try to go to the inside too early here. Keep it nice on the left side in a straight line and turn in late. Get the car rotated and back on the power. Try to not lose the car on exit by going into power too early. Got a small kink to the Mercedes Arena here. And all I like to do here is just keep it as tight as possible to have my braking as straight as possible. And then I'll look at this point here. This point where the entry road starts. I want to brake just before that. In a straight line, bring the car to the inside. I don't use all the road on the right side here. I want to keep it a bit tight to bring the car over to the left side. I want to have 2 tires on this curb. Then a small lift to get the car to turn in. And after the small lift, I want to go back on power. And then we can use this orange anti-cut here to help with the last bit of rotation as well. As close to the wall as you dare on the left side without ever touching this. And then what I use is the small kink and the white line as a reference of where I want to do my turning and my braking. So I look at this here. Just before that, I tap on the brake and I slowly start turning in. And then I don't shift down, I keep it in fourth, and I want to use this inside curb here. If you use the green, it helps the car to rotate a lot. So once we're on the green, I can back full power. I use the 50 or the change in the color of the tarmac here to brake. And I want to brake just before that on the right side. Down 2 gears. If you're struggling with rear stability here, shifting down a bit later helps a lot with that, keeping the rear stable. Got a nice exit here. Bring the car all the way to the left side here. You don't want to be on the right side. As much to the left as possible, so that by the time I start braking here, my car's already as straight as possible going for the next corner instead of coming from the inside here. Small tap on the brake. The rear likes to be unstable here, especially in the Audi or the Lambo. So have to be careful with that. I like to run to the exit curb, the anti-cut here. There is also a line going over it and then coming back after the anti-cut is over. It works better on other cars I found than the Audi or the Lambo. So I run close to it. Small lift, I want to put my right side tires on the green on the inside here, and then slowly back on power. And we can run very, very wide on the exit here. This is not an off-track. We have to go quite a lot into the gravel for it being an off-track. And that's a lap around Hockenheim. So there we go. Pretty short, tricky track. One overtaking opportunity, so you have to make most of it while you can. Set it up nicely. Quite tricky in qualifying as well with those off tracks. But quite a fun track to race. Should be good. Bit of chance of rain as well. So not sure what to expect. If you race this week, I wish you good luck to the race. And I will see everyone for the next video next week.